Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today's session is focused on variables and data types in Python. So what we learned in the last session was writing our very first Python program, understanding its syntax. We then went on to see like the indentations and comments, why they are important in Python. So in this session, we're going to understand how Python stores and handles the data. We'll learn more about variables, how Python manages the types of those variables, how to name variables properly, giving a meaningful name, and finally understand why Python is called as a dynamically typed language. All these are very fundamental to writing useful programs. So first of all, what is a variable? So variable, think of it as something like named containers for storing data, and uh, you can also consider it as some kind of a boxes where you uh, store your items, store your values. So you give each box a name. So here instead of box, now let's call it variable. So each variable holds a name and a value is assigned to it. So how to assign a value to a variable is you give a name. So let's say variable is called as simply name, and to assign a value use equal, and value meaning it would be I would say Chirag. So name equal to Chirag. That is how a value can be assigned to a variable. And Python doesn't need a type declaration before the usage of a variable. It creates the variable with and automatically identifies what data type the value is in. So there are a few built-in basic data types. The basic data types are numeric, the integer and float. Integer meaning the numbers like 1, 2, 3. Float meaning the numbers in decimal. Then the text, string, and characters. Characters are usually like in Python, there is no separate character uh, data type. It is like just a single letter string, and the Boolean. Boolean meaning true or false, one or zero, that kind of a data type. So now let's see a very basic fundamental code of how a variable works. So let's say uh, some code like age equal to 25, name equal to allies, and each student equal to 2. So here what we are seeing is we are using variable and three different types of data types here. One is integer, one is a string, and one is a boolean. And to print any variables, you can simply use print and pass in the name of that variable. So age, if you pass in the age here like this, uh, that will print 25 as the output. Similarly, for name and e-student, allies and true will be printed. Then let's take another code example. Here Python automatically like identifies, as we talked, Python automatically identifies what the data type of a variable would be. So if you see very closely, x equal to 10, 10 will be identified as integer, 3.14 is a float, hello is a string, and false is a Boolean type. So to check this data types of any variable, there is an inbuilt function available in Python called as type. So how you write it, syntax is print, then you just add type, and in round brackets just pass in the variable name. So the output would look like something like this: class int meaning integer, floats, str is string, and bool is boolean. So that is how like you check the types of the Python variables. So we will just quickly see this running in a Python script. So let me just run this script. So you see print age is my 25, name allies is student true. And for this type, if you see as discussed on to the presentation, the output would look like class, integer, float, string, and boolean. Right. So coming back to the presentation, now coming to the variable naming rules. So a good name matters because that makes your code also more readable and more reasonable to understand why something has been named in a way. So let's say if you name a variable with something like ABC, and you are just taking an input, how will, let's say you shared your code, or if you are checking your code after 2 3 months, how will you identify why you named that variable or where that variable is used, right? So a good variable name makes your code more readable. So what are some valid names, or I would say valid naming conventions in Python? So uh, any variable shall ideally start with a letter or an underscore followed by letters, digits, or underscore. That is fine. So, for example, first underscore name underscore age number one, and invalid. So, invalid meaning this type of variable names will throw in variable error. So, any variable starting with a digit or using any kind of a special characters or Python keyword, special characters in the sense at the rate, using plus minus. So apart from underscore, no other special characters are valid in Python. And the Python keywords. Python keywords meaning the Python's built-in functions name, or the built-in other functionalities that are available in Python. If we use that keywords, then that will also throw an error, because there will be a conflict between is it just a variable name, or is it actually some function, built-in function that you're calling. So these are the variable naming rules. So yeah, uh, and as we discussed, why Python is also called as dynamically typed language. So in Python, we already discussed this, but in Python, as we don't declare any data types explicitly, it figures out the data type of a variable when you assign a value. So the same variable can be reassigned to a different type later, meaning in real time when the code is getting executed, you can change the value of that particular variable dynamically. So that's why Python is called as a dynamically typed language. So for example, here we are taking x equal to 10. The type is now integer. Then we convert it to a string type. It can be done in real time without explicitly stopping the code and re-executing the code. This all can happen in dynamic instance. That's why dynamically typed language. So let's just run this code. Yeah. So you see, for x variable, the type first was integer, then the type got converted to string, and then the type got converted to a Boolean. So that is how Python works as a dynamically typed language. So yeah, today we covered essential building blocks. Like we saw how variables hold the values in them, how to name the variables, what are the data types, the basic data types available to us. We will obviously see more advanced data types, but right now these are the basic data types that we can use, and why Python is a dynamically typed language. And in the next session, we're going to learn the basic input and output. So uh, we will see till now we were already seeing how to print certain values, how to print the values of variables. From the next session, we'll also identify how to take input from a user, like we'll try to make our codes more interactive, and how we can uh, change the format of output, like how we can have more control over the code using something called as f strings and dot format built-in function in Python. So yeah, thank you for joining the session. Let's meet in this next session. Have a good day.